What's going on, YouTube? V here. Today I want to talk about Steve Trifanowski, Trif Gaming, and Mkohl40, and what's going on between them, and how both people are wrong. Both people are right, and they're wrong at the same time. It's very simple what's happening between them, but I like to show you that there's a little bit of a disconnect going on between Mkohl40 and his own group, as well as a disconnect that's going on between the group in general that was created by Steve, the Shitpost Revolution, and Steve. They both are people who are oblivious to what's happening in front of them because they both have their own ideas, opinions, and they want to stick to them. They don't want to realize that maybe they could be wrong in a situation. So here's what happened. As you can tell, Steve posted this post on his page saying, "This is an over you fucker" at Mkohl40. The post was originally Steve saying something about, like, "I like Trump, build a wall, and don't get me started on the gays." That's literally what Steve said. Now, obviously, it's something silly about the gay thing, but it was a joke. It's funny, and it's for laughs. And then Robbie actually said, before Robbie made this comment, he made a Facebook poll in which only like 12 people disliked the poll and 8 people liked it, as far as whether Trif should be banned or not banned. So out of 20 people and a group member of about 50,000, Mkohl40 let that little poll decide whether this kid should be banned from Zodiac Duelist. Which, let's be honest with you, at this point, being banned from Zodiac Duelist is literally like it means nothing. It literally means nothing whatsoever. Looking into it though, Robbie said, "Well, you're banned for your comments towards the LGBT, BLT community, which is something I don't have any sympathy for doing. You can do as you want. Resorting to taking ill on someone for the way they look is very disrespectful, and saying a lot about your character. Wish you better like, stay classy, blah blah. Just dumb." And then Steve says, "Guy doesn't go to the gym and spends valuable time in the gym for banning me on Zodiac." It's just so stupid. This guy actually had a great point. Same name as my last name, bro. Steve is an asshole, but you really don't need to. You really need to go to the gym. It's just some going back and forth. Once again, this is all about ego. I agree that when someone asks Sam who's Trif, when I'm gonna show you some hilarious memes. Why I do this video, because I really want you guys to really understand what's happening here and understand the funniness of the stupidity, the innate stupidity that is going on right now in our community. And this is making us all look bad, by the way. Don't think that just because 1 and 2 are arguing, this helps out the Uyghur community. It does nothing for us, but makes us look bad. So, Trif said that the reason this is all happening is because he said something about, he says, "Don't get me started on gays." In fact, I have the post coming up soon about that. Where is it? That's that post. He typed in his group called the Shitpost Revolution. "Fuck Zodiac. Shitpost all you want. Don't join if you're sensitive. Talk all the shit without the fear of being banned." Without the fear of being banned is very weird, due to the fact that Steve also banned people in his group. Like, he did do that. That did happen. He actually banned people in his group. So, I don't understand what you're saying, Steve. You can't really, okay. Let me throw a couple of things out there real quickly before I continue. I don't like to bring politics into my channel. I really don't. Every now and then, I will whip out the Trump hat, and I'll lose a couple of subscribers because people that don't want to hear opposing opinions and just be okay with it, they'll get angry and they'll just leave. And that's fine. Go ahead, please. I am a Trump supporter. You can leave if you want to. It's no big deal. With that said, I really do feel like people can have different opinions and be cool with each other. This goes both for Steve and for Robbie. See, Robbie got mad because Steve said something up like gay people. All Robbie had to do was delete the comment and just keep it cool. Obviously, you don't want to ban somebody because they said something, or maybe they have an opinion about something that's different from what they feel. So I felt Robbie was wrong in that. But then Steve goes ahead and does this. Steve's that kid that no kids want to play with him. So he's like, "All right, I'll create my own play group," and then buys a bunch of Nerf guns, and then everyone want to play with me. I have all the Nerf guns. It's childish. It's silly. It's funny at the same time, the way Steve does it. And I feel like both of these people are just not seeing the bigger picture. Both of these individuals are not understanding what's really happening. This is one of the, I think this was the quote. Roses are red, Vods are blue. There are only two genders. If you change it, you're fucked too. The joke was funny. It's my buddy Josh Hicks who, well, I'm not sure I know. I think I know this kid. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I do. And yeah, he already evidently got banned from Steve's group about not being banned. Steve Chernowski not banned from Zodiac as you have all requested. Only 20 people voted in that poll. 336 comments. Obviously, there are a bunch of people who like this, okay? Going back to Steve, there are a bunch of people who wanted this to happen. Then someone said Robbie should be kicked off and should have made a new head admin. 11 people, one person was like a little angry face, whatever. It's just silliness. Once again, this is how petty Zodiac Duelist, I feel, can do some amazing things. Really help the community out exponentially. Really be that window for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players to get a future peek about a lot of great things. One being the market, and two being other things as far as new Yu-Gi-Oh news. And then shit like this happens, and this is why I'm not part of Zodiac Duelist. I will never be added to this group. I don't want to be part of this group. I click a little icon. I don't want to be part of this, because this is just pure stupidity at its highest form in Zodiac Duelist. I left Zodiac Duelist around the time they had like midnight hentai pictures. I wake up the next morning, I'm looking at my Facebook feed, and I see a bunch of hentai pictures. My wife's behind me, she's like, dude, what the fuck? What is this shit? And I go, you know what? This is I have kids running around. Zodiac Duelist has degraded itself. Now, I'm not saying Steve's Facebook group is a good group as well. I made a post, I'll show you in a little bit, about what I said, what I thought about the situation. And evidently, I got into like a war against some other two, I think it was two kids, that were just like, one of them took a picture of me and my wife and was like, look at this idiot, married. There's another one about changing teams. Yeah, no, how about, it's not really changing as this much of a creating teams. So this kid Tyler says that he wants to go on Steve's new group and talk shit, and evidently, once again, Tyler, banned. They got rid of him. It's just a bunch of other hilarious memes. This is great. Actually, I love this one. 10 most dangerous melee weapons you're glad are illegal. God. It just, once again, this is Steve also saying stay tuned. He's going to try to get chicks to send him his nudes and post nudes of women, which I'm pretty sure, like, this group is going to last about 15 seconds, probably, because he wants to get pictures of other random chicks, have them sent to him, and he's going to post it on the shitpost revolution. Yeah, no, that will definitely go well with Facebook's guidelines. They're going to ban not only Steve's group, they'll probably ban Steve as well. And once again, Steve's oblivious to all of this because he feels like he thinks that this is okay. He thinks this is fine. And maybe to him it's fine. I think it's whatever. But Facebook does have guidelines. And they're going to ban you on Facebook, Steve. They're going to ban you. They're going to get rid of your group that you just created, Steve. I thought your group was supposed to be higher than Zodiac. It's all a lie. It's all to feed his ego. As well as Robbie's in that essence. When Robbie posts on Zodiac Duelist, it's all about feeding his ego. That's all it's about. So you guys, like, these two are just two kids using their YouTube anonymity as well as their little fame to talk shit about other people, to feed into their ego. That's all they're doing it for. Okay? Going back to Robbie, he posted that thing about Steve Trifanowski, because Robbie has been just, he wants to show that he can do something if you're a YouTuber, not YouTuber, and just to push himself higher. It's stupid. It's all stupid. That actually is a real fact that's kind of fucked up. I didn't know that, but I did now. So, going forward, I actually made a post. Hold on a second. Let me see what's happening with some of these posts. This is what he posted about Robbie. Let me see about that loading and whatnot. But it's just, once again, this is all dumb. And here's another one. Team Top Deck said don't worry, we're with you, Steve, which won't matter because Steve's most likely to be banned from his own dumb activities. This is what I post. This whole thing, I should post a thing, but whatever. I just typed this not long ago. Is hilarious and ridiculous at the same time. Should be in a post in which he said his opinion and heard it nobody. And Robbie got mad because Robbie wanted to defend his opinion on the LGBT plus IIAP community. So Trif goes ahead and makes this funny and nasty group of meme soldiers who post funny and nasty things. Also, since Trif is an outspoken Trump supporter, I'm also throwing that in as that could be a reason since a lot of people are disconnecting with people because you had different political beliefs. Once again, go back to the beginning of the video, and then I get like 3 people unsubscribe. I'm like, oh, okay. Basically, if you have a different opinion of somebody, you're going to get banned if the other person happens to be an admin. The post is here to help anybody who doesn't understand why this group was formed. Just giving everybody a heads up. Then Steve goes, this group was formed from the lulz. No, it wasn't, though. I mean, yes, it's part of it, but I go, yeah, but as a result of what happened to you, Steve, on Zodiac. Steve is losing steam in his YouTube channel, and I think he's doing this to get more steam. Steve's YouTube channel was blown up exponentially with what happened with his friend, I forgot the name of that other content creator, actually. Oh my god, I just mentioned his name, I forgot his name. Well, the other content creator blew up Steve. Then Steve started going downhill a little bit. Slowly, not a lot, but slowly. Then Steve gets banned because he made a video in which he bragged about abusing a time ruling. A video in which Steve himself admitted what he did. Then he keeps making other videos talking about Konami, talking trash about Konami, talking trash about ARG, and then he gets upset that Konami hasn't accepted his appeal to his ban. In a video, also calls Konami assholes, not realizing that Konami watches us content creators. They see this. They see all of this. And then we'll wait like 6 months on the line, and these very same content creators will make videos discussing, gee, I wonder why Konami doesn't work with us YouTubers. No, you can't do that. You can't ask to be working with Konami, ask to do anything with Konami, and at the same time do your kind of content, Steve. Robbie, you can't be banning people. I feel like I'm talking to 2 little kids. Robbie, you can't be banning people because they have different opinions than yours. This is silly. But once again, like I said, Steve has, and after the Konami thing is, at this point, is dying down, Steve is losing his popularity on YouTube. Let me show you. Go on Social Blade, look at his Trif gamings, and you can see it right here. Now, it's not substantially, but can we just, what a full monthly statistic, I can't never say that word right, where he was making 133 subscribers a day, 65, 222, 72, 89. He was making some big numbers, and within the past 10 days, 11 days, about 11 days actually, he's been dropping in his subscriber count. His channel, dropping, okay? Boom, dropping. It's just, you can see it over here especially, even more so, it's just dropping. So what Steve is doing this to garner more support for himself, his channel, and make people laugh, be egotistical, and think that shtick is gonna last long. I talked to another content creator about this, and I said, this is only gonna last so long. I'm impressed that this whole thing that Steve has done, this character he's created about being the pendulum god, even though we all know Jerry Mitchell is easily the pendulum god, because that kid actually tops his events, and gets to go to them, I guess. But we all know this, but Steve is doing this. Steve is going this way. And I don't know if he's doing this as a character, or he actually is this egotistical person who truly thinks this is fine. He adds fitness onto a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. I'm not sure if you've seen the average Yu-Gi-Oh player. Not really fit, Steve. You're talking to a very small demographic, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube being an already small demographic. It's something that I think he needs to work on. One day losing as far as 19 subscribers, not gaining anything. Steve is doing this to himself, and his channel is dying. Don't get it twisted, my friends. His channel is losing subscribers constantly. That's only because of Steve's ability to be cocky, which is funny, but if you have nothing else to show besides yet another pendulum video and yet another workout video, nobody's going to care. Going back to Mkohl40, I guarantee Steve's not wrong in which how Mkohl40 overreacted. I actually do agree with Steve that Robbie overreacted. Robbie's doing this a lot more and a lot more radically. I think there might be something wrong with him personally, at home, or whatever. Robbie's snapping at everybody. And this is because of how he is, and as an admin of Zodiac Duelist, he should probably take himself a little more, especially on his own group, a little more responsibly. Unfortunately, he's not. Unfortunately, he is doing these petty things, pretending to defend the LGBTQ, IIAP, whatever the hell the rest of it is, community. It makes no sense. Both of these guys are hilarious, and both of these guys are incorrect. That's as simple as it is, boys. And I really appreciate you guys watching my video. If you saw a Trump hat and you want to unsubscribe, please go ahead. If you guys are new to the channel, I would love it if you guys would still subscribe. this is the whole thing going on. I think Steve's probably going to make a video later on discussing his side of the story. But once again, guys, this is all the facts. This is everything laid out for you. I really do hope you guys do enjoy this video, understand what's happening. This community needs to show that it's better than this. We need to do this immediately. We need to not stop having things like this. I made this video to show everybody what's going on if you guys don't know or if you already know. And we need to move past this. Because as a community, we're a lot better than this. We're infinitely better than petty arguments between two egotistical children that want to show who has the biggest, baddest toy in the room. It's silly. It's dumb. And it just makes all of us look bad. Whether it's a content creator, myself, or you out there watching, the viewer, or the average Yu-Gi-Oh player, the regular duelist, we look bad and dumb to the Dragon Ball Super community, to the TCG community, and more important to Konami, a company that is trying to work things out with content creators. And Steve, you are a content creator. Robbie, you are also a content creator. You're embarrassing us. You're making us look dumb when you argue dumb, irrelevant points, both of you. Creating little Facebook groups because you got banned from yet another Facebook group that has been long since irrelevant. Okay? This is what it is. And this is why I think this group, like I said, this whole incident is done. I would love it if you guys, we all just move past it and focus on other things. Because obviously, we have children amongst us. A grown man with a wife, 2 kids, and a bunch of animals. This is something silly that I would not be caught up doing. I did get in an argument in Steve's group about something because of Steve posting, and once again, people posting dumb things about each other. And I'm probably, hold on one second, I'm probably going to be leaving his group after this video because I thought this group was hilarious, but it takes it to an extreme. I'm all about people having freedom of speech, but come on, man. These people are just really just using this group as a way to talk shit about everybody. Eventually, ultimately, people don't realize that comes down to them as well. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you. If you are a member of this group, I would highly recommend leaving this group. This is yet another group that just talks trash nonstop. This is another hate group. And let's be honest with you, this group most likely won't last anyway. And also, this group's public, so you don't even have to join. So, that's a thing. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let's work on building a better community and forgetting these little children around us. Like, literally. Let's just be better than them. It's not hard. It's not hard. Have a good day, boys.